Hey guys, welcome to Crouch End, home of cricket. Firstly, lovely day today, feels like summer already. Thank you to Bailey behind the cameras for helping me out, taking some time out during his busy schedule. Now this video is going to be consisting of pre-season stretches. Now it's very important to make sure you stretch. We've got busy lives, some of us work out a lot, some of us don't. No matter what, you still are always stiff in day-to-day life. So I'm going to, about 8 to 10 stretches I'm going to be carrying out, and it will help you an insight of why it's important for you. Okay, so firstly we're going to start off with a foam roller. Now the link will be below on my recommendation of what foam roller to buy, so please do check it out. Now foam rolling is very important. As a personal trainer, I make all of my clients use a foam roller. What it does, it just stretches out the muscles. If there's any knots anywhere, it will make sure they're taken out. Okay, so I'm gonna show you the different types of foam rolling you can do on different types of body muscles. All right, so firstly we're going to start off with the hamstrings. Now with the hamstrings, you can either do 2 legs and roll out, or if you want an even more better idea, you go on 1 leg and it'll focus on one hamstring, which will have greater effect. So 1 leg on the foam roller, the other leg you can put up, and all you need to do is roll on it until you reach your glutes and come back just before the knee and come back. So any of the stretches you do, any of the foam rolling you do, try and hold it for about 15 to 20 seconds. The next one is for our quads. Exactly same thing for the quads. You can either do 2 legs at a time, or you can do 1 leg at a time. Really just try and roll on it. Next, what we're going to do is our IT band. Now this usually hurts people the most because we don't usually stretch our IT band. IT band is a long muscle that runs from the top of the knee to the hips, right here. So what we're going to do, on our side, like we're holding a side plank, and we're going to try rolling on it. Now this might make you scream because it does hurt. So just where the hip flexors are, to the middle part of the knee, just above it, okay? On the side. And again, you can change sides. Now we're going to go onto the back. For the back, what you need to make sure, you can have your arms out. This will create an even longer lat muscle for you, and you can go all the way to the top of your back, to all the way to the bottom, just before the glutes start. Now some of you might find this hard. It will take some time to get used to, but when you're used to it, it'll be really nice. Just there. So these are the main muscles that you can foam roll. Top back, lower back, your quads and your hamstrings. What we're going to be doing now, I'm going to go through the stretching routine. Now for me, stretching is really important, and I try and take as much as time out to stretch as possible. Even if that means as soon as I wake up, even if that means before I go to bed, I'll try and make sure I get a 10-15 minute stretching routine done. Now the first stretch we're going to do, I like to call this happy cat, angry cat, and some of you might laugh, it's a bit funny, but it does work. Okay, so what that means, you're on all fours, okay, knees on the floor. Angry cat is up here, so you've got a rounded back and rounded shoulders. Happy cat is up here. So what you're doing is stretching the back. Angry cat. Happy cat. Really try and feel the stretch here. Next stretch is going to be a shoulder stretch. Now, you're down here. Take one hand, push it through, and try and push down on the ground with your hands. Try and hold for about 10 to 15 seconds and change hand. Right hand coming through and try and press down on the ground. Again, we use a lot of our shoulders when we're playing cricket, so this stretch will be a really nice stretch for you. Next stretch we're going to do is probably one of the most important one, is hip flexors. Now, majority of people have very tight hip flexors, especially when you don't stretch them properly. For this, what we're going to do, one knee on the floor, the other one out in front of you. Now there needs to be a 90-degree angle. What we're going to do, keeping our back straight, try and lean forward as much as you can. The other leg, the feet can be pointing downwards. Try and go as much as forward as you can, but still making sure that you maintain that straight back. Not here, or not back there, just straight back, okay? Really try and feel it in your hip flexors. And you can change leg. Again, 90-degree angle. Try and lean forward as much as you can. Next stretch, what we're going to do is one for the abs and for the back. Your start off position is up here. Try and hold for about 10 seconds. And then you go like a worm into this position. Try and keep your hips on the floor and just try and raise your upper body and look up. You'll feel the stretch in your abs. And again. And down. Next stretch on the floor, this position here. Try and make sure both your shoulders are on the floor at all times. This is called a cradle stretch. Now what you're going to do here is get your feet up and rock side to side, trying to maintain both your shoulders on the floor, especially the shoulder that you're going away from. It's a great stretch for your lower back. And all the bowlers out there that get a lot of lower back problems, try and get this done as much as you can. Next stretch, again, similar movement. However, this time is going to be one single leg. One leg straight on the floor as the other one comes over. Again, try and make sure your shoulders are on the floor. And swap. Okay, next stretch. You can sit up for this one. Bring one leg over to this side. Two of your hands together, and try and pull the knee towards your left shoulder. Again, this is great for your IT bands and great for your glutes. Try and do it both sides. Now for the arms, we're going to finish off with two very simple ones. The shoulder stretch. Now I'm sure a lot of you will be doing this. Try and make sure your arms are up high and not down here, up high. And you can switch sides. For those of you who have stiff shoulders, this is a great stretch to do. And at the end of it, just try and roll your shoulders out. Hold your shoulders with your hands and just rotate. You can do the other side as well. So, now what we're going to be doing is a stretch for your hamstrings. Now, again, very important. A lot of you have started running a lot. We've been having some fitness sessions. So, it's very important that we stretch our hamstrings and our quads, okay? With this, what it involves, get one leg down, bent like that, okay? Ideally, you want the knee to be on the floor. Then what you have to do is try and touch your toes, okay? And if you can't touch your toes, you can just do what I'm doing here, okay? You don't need to touch your toes, just try and lean a bit more forward, okay? And you will feel the stretch on your hamstrings. And same goes with the other leg, like this, and you can lean forward and you'll feel the stretch in the hamstring. The last stretch I'm going to be showing you is for your quads. Now you can go on your side, one leg can be straight, and the other leg you can pull back. Try and pull it back as far as you can until you feel the stretch in your quads. And change sides. Okay, so cool. Now what we're going to do, we're going to move on to the dynamic stretching part of the video. Dynamic stretches is stretches you're doing on the move. Again, very important, especially on match days before you have a match, because you're going to be moving around, so it's more likely you'll be doing dynamic stretches. However, you can still do it pre-season. I think it works really well. Okay, so grab a pole, even a wall, side of a wall, anything you want. The first stretch we're going to do is feet up, okay? Feet kicks. So you can go backwards as well. Try and bring your legs through as high as you can. Some of you might not be able to do it. Just try your best. This is great for the hamstrings and great for the glutes. You can change leg. So you can go forwards and back. What you can also do is sideways. Bring the leg through here and out there. Works really well with the hip flexors as well and your adductors. Next, what we're going to be doing is lunges, but this time it's going to be with a side stretch as well. Lunge through, side stretch, come here, walk 2 or 3 steps and stretch again. Different leg. Again, when you're lunging, try and make sure not too forward and not too back or on the side. If you find it difficult balancing, you can put a knee on the floor. If you don't find it difficult balancing, you can have your knee as close to the ground as possible, making sure you maintain an upright posture. Other thing which you can do is a sumo squat. So ideally your legs need to be a bit wider for this, and you can stretch out, stretch down on the other side, walk a few steps, stretch out again, go here, stretch out again. Now a few important stretches that I like to do, especially for warm-ups, is open the gate and close the gate. Now you don't have to run for it, you can ideally stay on the same spot and stretch. You can just jog on the spot, get your knees out like that. Try and make sure so the knee goes up, round and down. Now it's very important to make sure your hips here, the opposite side, you don't turn with it. Try and keep your body as straight as possible. Up, out, in. Up, out, in. Keep jogging in the spot. Now same thing, bring them in this way. So it's the opposite side, you go out first and bring it back in. Out first and bring it back in. These work great for your hip flexors. Great mobility exercise and great for stability as well as you're balancing on one leg. Okay, so that was the dynamic stretches. Thank you for watching my video. Please leave some feedback on how I can improve, and I hope this is beneficial for all of our club members. Thank you.